So while India looks east, it hasn't taken its eye off the west, more specifically Iran. Big day in Iran too. A new president took oath in Tehran today. His name is Ebrahim Raisi. He won the presidential election in June, a controversial one. Now he is in charge. A total of 115 officials from 73 countries were present at the oath-taking ceremony. This included 10 heads of state, 11 foreign ministers and 10 other ministers from different countries. But for us, there was one attendee who stood out. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. New Delhi is determined to go the extra mile, it seems, for a close relationship with Tehran. It wants to start on the right foot. So India's top diplomat is visiting Tehran to engage with the new Iranian president for the second time in less than a month. What explains this special focus? Why is India so proactively engaging with Iran, and where is this relationship going? That's what we'll discuss in the next 4 minutes. India and Iran, as you know, have been historical allies. There's a lot going for the two of them. But in the current geopolitical scenario, their interests converge on two specific things: Afghanistan and Chabahar. Let's take up Afghanistan first. The Taliban's offensive is a matter of concern. As of July, the Taliban claims control of 90% of Afghanistan's borders. And that's a problem both for India and Iran. An unstable Afghanistan, you see, poses a direct security threat for Iran. As for India, the Taliban's rise could destabilize Jammu and Kashmir. So both India and Iran face the same threat, the threat of terrorism emanating from Afghanistan. What are they doing about it? Working closely, we are told. Reports say India and Iran have been coordinating their response in Afghanistan. Last month, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar visited Tehran and met with Ebrahim Raisi, the same man who's taken oath today. And this visit happened on the day when Iran was hosting talks between members of the Afghan government and the Taliban. Jaishankar was the first foreign official to pay a visit to Raisi after his election victory. Reports say he conveyed a personal message from India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Ebrahim Raisi. He discussed Afghanistan with Iranian officials. And Tehran engaged in these high-level exchanges well before the oath-taking of the new president. This is a signal. It shows that Iran is eager to reciprocate to India's moves. Tehran has another reason to actively engage with New Delhi right now, and that is the Chabahar port. Yet again, mutual interest is the driving force behind these engagements. Iran needs more avenues for growth. Their economy is struggling. The country has been marred by protests over shortages of water and electricity, a whole host of problems. India can prove to be an important partner. Their interests converge on the Chabahar port. India sees Iran as a gateway to Afghanistan and to Central Asia. It wants a trade route to bypass Pakistan, and that's where this port project, Chabahar, comes in. You see, Chabahar serves the objectives of both parties here. In recent weeks, Tehran and New Delhi have paid special attention to Chabahar. India has stepped up the development of the port. It is also promoting Chabahar as a viable alternative to the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the CPEC. A couple of weeks back, Minister Jaishankar was at a conference in Tashkent. There he said that the Chabahar port will act as a hub for 4 countries: India, Uzbekistan, Iran and Afghanistan. A working group has now been established to explore joint use of the Chabahar port between these countries. The project is being opened up to more players. And this is a win-win proposition for both India and Iran. Afghanistan and the Chabahar port, of course, are just 2 areas for potential cooperation, but they're good places to start. The new government of Iran is responding positively to India's outreach. Minister Jaishankar is on a 2-day visit to Tehran. He's scheduled to meet the new president, Ebrahim Raisi, again. Both sides may have more to announce, and we'll keep track for you. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.